This is the biggest night of their lives because before their generation, they get to stand tall and show that it can be done and create believers out of their peers. What they need to do is make everybody say yes when their name is announced. Which one of you is ready to make history tonight?
Feel a blaze of excitement in the studio already, loving the energy. Thank you very much. Good evening. I'm Eve D'Souza, and welcome to the grand finale of Blaze Be Your Own Boss. It is the Grit edition. Well, a year ago, we stood on this very stage and crowned BYOB's first ever winner. Tonight, we do it all over again as the curtains come down on yet another breathtaking season. But the story of BYOB's Grit edition started when over 1,000 young, hopeful entrepreneurs came out to the Blaze Summits and auditioned across 6 different counties. Only 12 were chosen and 3 remain standing. Tonight, one of them will make history when they walk away with 5 million shillings in cash and business support from Blaze by Safaricom. So why don't we take a look at the journey that's led us to this most prestigious of nights? Here we go.
Take in every moment, every challenge, every mentor. You're not just the chosen one. You're the one required to make good of the opportunity you've been given.
I want to understand why my music didn't play when I was meant to be here. It's inexcusable.
You've got to bring your emotional intelligence, not your emotions, to the table.
When you lose your ethics, you lose later on in business.
Things don't go wrong. They start wrong. And they start with leadership.
Honestly, it does not look good.
What do you have in mind?
In a world where everything is the same, you stand out by being defined.
We have seen disasters happening where quality control is not taken seriously.
We're in the middle of the presentation and I see the laptop is saying 10%.
One slight mistake might get you out of the show. That's how risky it is.
So today, I just can't spot no Muslim here, so Bwana asifiwe. Asifiwe tena.
You haven't learned how to play nice.
As much as you think this is a game, just know you just played yourself.
At one point, I even felt like this challenge was directly meant for Kevin Karanja.
He should have focused on the sales, but for him, he gave himself a role to do packaging.
When the chips are down, they don't fire the cashier, they fire the CEO. Final challenge. If you have an ace up your sleeve, now is the time to put it all forward.
I don't know what happened to John. At some point, I think he even disappeared.
Then you just appear after 1.5 hours. You're like, guys, what are you doing? Yapana, I think I didn't like that.
I was in charge of refreshments. But she went and took them at around 1 or 2, which was not her role.
Final 3. Well done. And take a moment tonight to think about the other 12 and ask yourself, why me?
I want you guys to prove to the world that we did not make a mistake. Make us proud. Make yourselves proud.
Well, they have lit up your screens for the past 7 weeks and deserve a massive round of applause. Please help me show some love for Sibril Atemo, Brian Omoke, Mercy Okore, Kelvin Musioka, Martin Kwame, Barbara Chege, Kevin Karanja, John Kennedy, and Malkia Esther. Welcome Welcome, guys. It's so great to have you at the finale. I know you're probably not as nervous as the top 3 finalists, but nevertheless, this is a huge moment for you. It's exciting because we get to celebrate your experience on BYOB. There's so much to talk about, and I'll start with you, Brian. A little controversial with that cheating incident. Something you regret? What do you think your whole experience was like on BYOB?
Of course, it's been an amazing experience, especially getting to learn a lot from the show, and ensuring that whatever you're doing, make sure your members have a clear vision of what you're trying to do, because with this you create the necessary synergy required to achieve success.
Okay, well, I think each and every one of you really stepped up and gave it your best. I'm very proud of you. And luckily, you didn't have to do this all by yourself. Last season, we were introduced to 3 amazing judges who walked side by side with the contestants throughout their journey. This season, they've had an even bigger impact on this group of contestants. They weren't just their judges. They were their mentors, their teachers, and sometimes they were even their friends. We couldn't have done it without them, so please put your hands together and welcome our 3 BYOB judges. It's King Kaka, Caroline Mutoko, and Trusha Ketia. Welcome, welcome. Whoa, Caroline. Woo, I see you, I see you. King Kaka.
Yes.
I love what you said on the show. The definition of a good leader is someone who leads by example. But the question is, did you see enough of that leadership in the contestants this season?
Basically, each and every one of them displayed the leadership tendencies, and I'm very proud of them. Actually, I'm amazed by them. Very proud.
All right, I'll move on to you, Caroline. I think not just the contestants, but all of us learned so much about elevating ourselves through you. And I especially love what you said to Monica, that you do no one any favors when you hide your light. Do you think the 12 contestants did enough to be seen on this season?
I think most of them did, but in particular, I worried about people like Monica. I worried sometimes about Malkia, because I was worried that they're holding something back, waiting for an opportune moment. And the truth is, sometimes that little thing you're holding back is the one thing we all need. Right.
All right. Well, thank you. All 3 of you really helped bring out the best in each and every one of the contestants, which brings me back to why we are here. We know why we're here. It's Coronation Day. You know, this is it. It's crunch time. So when we come back after the break, we're going to bring out the 3 finalists and find out how they performed in the biggest moment of their lives. We'll be right back. You are watching the grand finale of Blaze Be Your Own Boss. It is the G.R.I.T edition. Thank you very much. I'm Eve D'Souza, and welcome back to the grand finale night of Blaze Be Your Own Boss. It is the G.R.I.T edition. Tonight, Daisy Wanzala, Brian Rono, and Monica Nyawira are standing on the brink of history. One of them will walk away with 5 million shillings in business support from Blaze by Safaricom. But how will the winner be decided? Well, earlier this week, the 3 finalists presented their business ideas to the judges. Each judge scored their business ideas according to its vision, its clarity, and its application as regards the lessons learned throughout the season. The finalists were also judged on the confidence with which they presented their business ideas. And just so you know, none of the judges is aware of each other's score at this point. But the judging doesn't end there. Tonight, we have a guest judge who will be adding to the cumulative scores from earlier this week. She will watch each of the finalists' business pitches and score them in the same criteria before handing over her scorecards to PKF for live tabulation. So before we bring out the finalists, why don't we meet the guest judge? Please help me welcome on stage top 40 woman under 40 and CEO of Pauline Cosmetics. It's Nelly Tui Kong. Karibu sana, Nelly. Welcome to the grand finale. Great to have you here.
Sante.
So you have a huge responsibility, because depending on how you score tonight, that could change what the 3 BYOB judges had decided. What are you looking for?
So I'll be looking at 4 things. One is the confidence in which they present their ideas. The other one is the clarity around the business model. The third will be a deep understanding of the problem they're trying to solve for. And the fourth one will be how I'd like to see their business, their revenue generation plan. How do they make money?
All right, okay. So best of luck making your decision. It's not going to be easy. If you could please take a seat in the audience and get ready to score. All right, how about we meet those finalists, the contenders, the chosen ones, the last bosses standing. Well, for Daisy Wanzala, BYOB has been a transformation like no other. Week after week, the judges, and Trusha in particular, pushed her to throw away her marketing textbook and break out of her shell. She listened to every word, and now here she is, one step away from winning it all.
Ooh. You've gone through a lot. For me, what I want to say is thank you so much. May you still live to see me prosper and be able to take care of you more than I can right now. My name is Daisy Wanzala, 25 years of age. My business idea is a public relations, marketing, communications company that authentically defines brands' voices.
Makes very small things look
grand.
I want to create an inspirational story to young girls out there, to orphans, to just go out there and do what you like.
Daisy being the team leader was a blessing in disguise in that she was actually leading from her profession and I was leading from my profession.
I keep on telling my team, I cannot do this without you guys. So we have to come together.
Well done. You thought it through.
Idea is to basically have the shoes come together and resonate the feeling of love, youthfulness, or funky side.
I think this graphics is not up to standard. We decided that both of us should go through Daisy's proposal. We had to start from scratch because she was general.
That marketing textbook of yours that you have in your back pocket, I want you to throw it.
Well, Daisy is a little bit in her comfort zone. I had to allocate her a duty to do the budget.
Your team leader, again.
She went on and really promoted these 3 Kitoni tote bags, which are costing 18,000.
So there came a point where we knew our Kitoni tote bags were not going to go on sale. But after we spoke to the client, he sent us money to make the particular purchase. Yay!
Daisy, you would have probably already gone home by now. But at the same time, when it's time to step up, you step up. You are safe today, and you've been promoted to the final. Congratulations, Daisy.
Are you gonna cry? Okay, cry away.
Celebrate tonight. I consider you like one of my mentees, like one of my students. Because one, I love marketing, it's my field.
Yeah.
But two, and you've proved that sometimes all it takes to win is to survive long enough till your opponent is tired and then you come in. And for that, this is for you.
Oh my God! Can I give you a hug?
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Well, don't let her name fool you. She's no delicate flower. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage the first of our finalists, Daisy Wanzala. You look drop-dead gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to the grand finale and congratulations for making it this far. You know, you're one person who's had to deal with a lot of loss in your life at such a young age, losing your parents. But I love your spirit. What does being a finalist mean to you tonight?
Wow, for me being a finalist, it's more about perseverance. You know, as Trisha told me one time, I was the underdog of the show. You have to be willing to learn each and every week and grasp everything you can. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Go for it, you never get another chance. So that was it to go.
Okay, well, it's time to look at Daisy's big moment. Did she nail it or not? Here's her business idea.
Daisy, as a contestant, she has grown, she has definitely shown grit.
She's been the underdog, somebody that should have been eliminated way before, but she has survived.
My name is Daisy Wanzala, and I am the CEO and founder of DW Communications, a public relations, marketing and communication firm that gives world-class PR and marketing services to micro and small medium enterprises. At DW Communications, we create and convey micro and small medium enterprises messages to enable them compete in a competitive market space.
Daisy's idea is practical in one sense, that there's a gap in the market. And the question is, how do you execute public relations and marketing and communications to a segment of the market that didn't have big budgets in a world where, frankly speaking, as media, we have no interest in telling your story.
For a service company, we have understood that each client requires a different needs to which a different approach should be used. And at DW Communications, our basic package might include elements such as a logo, a letterhead, business cards, a matter of fact, social media presence in Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and 2-hour social media training to each of our clients. Our financial projections in the first year of business are to sign up about 20 micro and small medium enterprises, to which we project to make a revenue of 500,000 Kenya shillings. Our second year projections will go to about 1.5 million Kenya shillings, to which we tend to have a break-even point on the third year and becoming a profitable company by making about 3 million Kenya shillings. Investing in DW Communications is giving 20 other micro and small medium enterprises a chance to contribute to the economy and the GDP of this country, matter of fact developments. Thank you very much.
I believe Daisy has a song in her heart and she will sing it, whether or not we will sing along. What she hasn't defined yet is how she gives them something unique, something they can't do for themselves on digital platforms, and something they'll be willing to pay her for.
It was great to see how far she's evolved. What I needed was more clarity.
Daisy's business idea was not clear because there was no product, no business.
I feel like I did my best. At this particular point, I was my own competition, and there's no one other than the girl in the mirror trying to outdo herself and to try and deliver the best pitch, a 5-minute pitch that can change your entire world.
Well, Daisy, I love what you said there. In that moment, you were your own competition. No one else mattered. But in this moment, I tell you who matters? Well, our guest judge, Nelly Tuikonka, she's scoring you. So hopefully you did enough to convince her. Watching that back, do you feel confident right now?
You can never tell what's going to happen. For me, it's in the moment. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Well, yeah. Caroline, I'd like to hear your thoughts on how Daisy performed this season.
You were emerging as a butterfly. And I'll say this again, no matter what happens tonight, jump. You can fly. Go for it. No matter what happens tonight. You're on the verge of greatness. You really are.
Well done and congratulations for making it to the top 3. You could take a seat on the podium. And as Daisy makes her way to her seat, let's move on to the next finalist. When he started his BYOB journey, he told all the judges that all he wanted to be remembered for is being the Waru guy. But Brian Rono will be remembered for so much more, not least his appetite for winning. Take a look.
Mom, nashukuru. Kazi yenye nimefanya mom ni kwa baraka yako. Singefika hapa bila wewe. Na mimi nasema asante. Pia kwako wewe kuja hapa, kuja na watoto wangu nashukuru pia. Baada ya hii ni kuanza sasa kufanya kazi.
Hi, my name is Rono Brian. I'm a potato farmer. I've been farming for the last 3 years, but I've been depending on rainfall, and therefore there have been a surplus of potatoes and the prices have been growing.
You really know your product.
You're a born farmer.
Yeah, man.
This is about being your own boss, and you clearly are.
I'll say Rono becomes the leader of the team without really him necessarily knowing.
In episode 1, I almost took over as the group leader. Then I noticed, no, this one is very wrong. It shouldn't happen. Then I had to step back.
My feeling is this: hear twice and see twice.
Speak once.
Speak once.
He was the maths guy. Because of his talent, I tasked him with coming up with the income-generating activities that will actually boost the already income that the Kibera people are having.
Rono, you have been fantastic.
You'll be team leader to John Kennedy, Daisy, and Barbara.
He's this guy. He's that politician. He's that boss. He wants things done in this way. We have a very good enabled leader. I have faith in my leader.
These guys want me to dance. I don't know. I'm just going to try.
Rono.
Yes.
I need you to take a moment to restore factory settings. You've forgotten why you came. Like, seriously, get serious, Rono.
How are you doing?
This one on TV.
Rono, I don't know where he got the energy. He was taking up responsibilities and doing them.
We've had several occasions where you have stepped up.
You've been promoted to the top 3 finalist. Step to the green.
Thank you, sir.
What I like is that you're not from the city.
Yes.
You brought your A game. Kutoka Ocha Buda. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, man.
Na kwa hiyo story hata niko na gift yako mdogo hapa.
It's a pleasure, man. This is great.
All the
It's
best.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Make us proud.
Thanks, man.
So.
Well, He happens to be the last man standing in the finale. Please welcome our second finalist. It's Brian Rono. Oh, he's pumped, I can tell. Well, Rono, you've had so many nicknames on this show. The potato farmer, the African Donald Trump, Baba Nani, the politician. But Mheshimiwa, did you garner enough votes? Do you think?
Let's not talk about it.
What was your strategy on the show?
It's about taking each...
And who's this little princess?
So the strategy is take every step when it comes. What got me into this show was the business pitch. And what is going to get me through is the business pitch. And I really want to thank BYOB fraternity, Caleb, Karuga, the judges, everyone. They've made me who I am today.
Well, and you have your little daughter here to give you some moral support as well. He got his chance to pitch his business idea to the BYOB judges. Let's see how he did.
Rono as a competitor has been very energizing.
And you're seeing somebody that is willing to do what it takes to win.
My name is Mr. Brian Kiplimo Rono. I am a potato entrepreneur, a risk-loving investor, and an actuarial scientist. Over the past years that I've been practicing potato agriculture, I found that farmers who do potato farming do it in highlands, and they believe that they can only depend on rainfall. I have done my research, and I have seen that this potato can be put under drip irrigation. I'm seeking to provide a consistent supply of good quality and standardized potato for this market during dry season. I seek an investment of $40,000. That is an equivalent of 4 million shillings to put up that drip system.
Rono's idea is one simple product, potatoes, but a very powerful vision. Because you're talking about somebody that is going to be right from a farmer to an industrialist. For me, I feel he's a man on a mission.
How do I make this money from this business? I make money through selling the product during dry season. I also make money through selling the seed of this product. I also seek to expand into agribusiness consultancy in potato farming. I want to process crisp, which has a longer shelf life. I want to impact on socio-economic status of this community. And I'm following the 3 UN strategic development goals. 1, the solar power pumping system is a way of using clean solar energy that is renewable. 2, provision of food security. And 3, provision of education. I want to educate these farmers, train them on the need to practice the modern forms of farming. And lastly, provision of clean water and sanitation. This agro-solar irrigation kit includes the drilling of a borehole. This borehole is able to supply 100,000 liters per day. I only require 90,000 liters in a span of 2 days. What do I do with the excess water? I sell the excess water to the neighborhood. And that is what I want to do. I want to inspire lives. I want to change lives. Thank you.
He was born to be the potato farmer who changed the potato farming conversation. His speech was from the heart. He actually knows what he's doing.
I can't change where I come from, but I can change where I'm going. So that is what moves me towards that direction. And I feel winning is not the end for me in this BYOB. It is just the beginning of a journey that I've set myself in.
Yes, that was Rono's pitch, and our guest judge, Nelly, is scoring him right now. Rono, I love that passion.
Yeah.
Make potatoes great again. Yes, we can. I believe it. I so believe it.
Sure.
Would you change anything?
No, it's time to get to work.
Okay. All right. Well, Judge TK, what do you think of Rono as a competitor this season?
I think every challenge, even though he's not been appointed as the official leader, he has provided leadership and direction. And I think he's been that one guy that we should all learn from, that even if you don't know something, that doesn't mean you don't try it. Because that's the only way he's known what he's capable of and what his limit is. So I'm very proud of how far you've come. And you keep that spirit going, because it's going to get you very far in life.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations for making it this far. If you would please take a seat on the podium. Our last finalist has always been a silent force, right from the auditions, when she got a last-minute chance to audition after she arrived late. She never looked back. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monica Nyawira.
I know there's a lot of times when I called and I was like, oh, our team has lost, what am I going to do? Thank you for supporting me this far and for creating an environment where I could grow to become the person that I've become today. My name is Monica Nyawera Kanguru. Believe it or not, I'm a beef farmer. What you should expect is a very aggressive person, like go-getter. You know, I don't think I'm an artistic person. However, I'm ready to roll and give it my all.
Monica has a game. She's brought her A game. She didn't know how to build it, just so you know.
This for me is like, I feel like they didn't hit their target. We would have wanted to have an influencer, but the perception of a youth would probably have rang in their mind as this was going to be an expensive brand. In the event that I try to come out, it really does intimidate a lot of people. I've had the tendency to observe things first, then I can come out.
So you do nothing and no one any favors. When you hide your light, go out of your way.
What I really thank God for is that Monica had everything in mind.
We had the assumption of 200 for every patient that comes in.
Monica, you rescued your team.
You are team leader to Malkia and Karanja.
Monica is doing her thing. She's very composed, very strategic.
We gave you a chance to leave, to see what you're made of. And you have some grit.
Every week, I've been the mind behind the creative part and designs of each and every team that I've been in.
Your personal index, 80.
Each of you will tell us why you should be on the finals.
I was the voice of reason in the teams. When everybody's emotions were running high, I was saying, relax, re-strategize, let's begin again.
Final 3, congratulations. I mean, like, seriously, well done. I've said, let your light shine because the world needs it. You're special. You're like a comet. People like you come once in a while, but everywhere you are, no matter where you go from here, let your light shine, Monica. And we muffled the microphone, but that's us.
It's Monica Nyawera. Oh my goodness, don't you look gorgeous?
Thank you.
So exciting to have you here, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I wanted to know, you're an interesting one because you're like a sniper. You were quiet, you were under the radar. I didn't notice you at first and then boom, you just came out of nowhere. What have you learned most about yourself in this process?
I think my biggest lesson comes from my conversation with Caroline, where she told me it's okay to do it all. You're going to lose friends on this journey, and that's very okay.
Okay, so we've got Nelly Tuikong, our guest judge, ready to score. Let's see how Monica did with her business idea.
Monica, to me, has been the most consistent.
She always gave solutions, and she was very modest about it.
My name is Monica Nyawera. I'm 21 years old, and I'm the owner and CEO of Heritage Beef Feedlot. At Heritage Beef Feedlot, we help farmers mitigate the effects of climate change while creating better and healthier quality meat for our target consumers. We have divided our farm into 3 segments that we are going to generate revenue from. Number 1 is the cattle units. We keep the cattle units in 2 90-day seasons per year. Our next revenue-generating activity is sale of animal feeds that are 100% organic and very nutritious to ensure that the health and quality of the beef cattle that we keep is going to be enhanced. Our third income-generating activity is waste management. The waste that we get from cattle, we then put in a biogas plant and ensure that we get energy. We sell the remaining waste as manure for agriculture. I plan to market myself to my target consumers by 1, direct selling, and 2, entering into contractual supply agreements, which is 1, export processing zones such as NEMA, meat processing plants such as Farmer's Choice. The third and last target market is luxury hotels that attach a lot of value to healthy and organic quality meat. I love animals, and it breaks my heart to see cows die of hunger. I plan to conduct trainings and teachings to pastoralist communities to help them store pastures in a better manner to ensure that they have pasture during the dry season to feed the animals and avoid these deaths.
Monica's business idea makes perfect sense. This is the sort of conversation every county governor should be having with his people, especially if you know that they have to sell their cattle at a throwaway price because, we're facing a drought.
I believe that I should be the last post standing because I have an unconventional idea that is profitable and has an all-year-round market that is not saturated.
Monica's pitch, it was very systematic.
And when you have that much short time, you need to break it down into small, digestible points that are also very relevant and critical.
We started off as 12 very fierce competitors, so to even get this far, it's an honor. It shows that there is something special about me having been chosen to compete in the finale.
Well, it's a wrap on pitches. That was the final business idea for our guest judge, Nelly, to score. How do you think you did? You happy?
Yes, I think that night my goal was to communicate and do so in the simplest and most clear manner.
All right, well, King Kaka, how do you feel Monica has done this season?
Monica is the perfect definition of let your success speak for you. And you could see in her pitch that it was very well detailed. This is the product, this is where the money is, and that is business. All the best.
Yes, all the best to you, and congratulations for making it this far. If you could take a seat at the podium, our 3 finalists all joined up together, and my goodness, it's going to be a tense one. Fingers crossed for all of you. Well, all season, you, the audience, have been voting for your favorite contestants on the show. Now, after the break, we are going to announce the winner of Season 2's Fans' Choice Award. Now, get this, one of these lucky contestants will walk away with 500,000 Kenya shillings. That is not small money. I'm excited. Who's it going to be? We'll find out next.
I came in with the assumption that everyone was mature enough to do what they'd been tasked with. I had a problem with Mercy, Barbara, and Malkia. More than once, I had to exert my authority on them. Barbara was going to make sure the matatu was ready and set. That didn't happen fully.
There was no such role given to any of the members.
Barbara, you should have gone home. I think you even know that.
Barbara, she's become an entirely different person.
His sentiments, I will look into that later.
This guy was just personal and he was looking for a way of defending his 2 best friends and had to sacrifice me and Malkia. We cool? Good.
Having Barbara as a team leader, of course, might bring the thought of maybe this is a revenge opportunity for her to put me on elimination.
What's your problem?
The SEAL team hasn't met me yet, so they have no idea who's coming in as their leader. I hate lazy people. I hate people who don't work. And I also hate people who undermine me, so don't even think of undermining me.
I think she went a bit overboard, but I'm here to see what else is coming.
When they go up, I'll go higher than them. That is, I'll bring them down.
We welcomed Mercy nicely to this group. You are a boss, you need to treat your employees well.
Integrity on finances, building on other people's ideas, and overstepping has been put into question this week.
In regards to finances, you can't hold Malkia accountable.
In regards to overstepping, I would say yes, yes, and yes again. I can't really put a touch to is she full of integrity or not.
Wow, the claws came out, and don't you just love it when that happens? I love a little bit of drama, so let's talk more about that. I'll start with you, Malkia. How did you feel in that boardroom when everyone is attacking you?
I've learned that even when you give your best, somebody will have something negative to say. I've been taught to pick what they've said, negative or positive, channel it, use the resources available, use the opportunities available, and pursue greatness regardless.
Well, I know this whole experience was challenging. Sometimes it was even very uncomfortable for you, but you did step up and you were such a joy to watch. In fact, we're about to find out who you chose as your favorite contestant on BYOB Season 2. Now, this award was chosen by you, the audience, through Shake and Vote. You downloaded the Safaricom app and simply shaked and voted. Over 30,000 votes were cast. And joining us on stage, I'd like to call upon Charles Wanjohi, Head of Consumer Segments at Safaricom, who holds the envelope with the name of the winner for the Fans' Choice Award. Now remember, the winner tonight will walk away with 500,000 shillings. Absolutely amazing. And Charles, I've never seen a more funky and fun way to vote on a TV show. I love it. Tell us more about Shake.
I think Shake, as you said, squeezy mambo ni digital. I think the challenge we had with our consumers was how can we engage with the show more. You know, if you look at Season 1 and even Season 2, every time you're watching the show, you're like, no, but the judges are this view, but I have my own point of view. So it was about how do we give the audience, the consumers, a chance to engage digitally with the show, and that's how we came up with the Shake. So Shake is a way of buying products
It's a way of engaging with the TV show. It's also a way for creating loyalty with the youth.
Absolutely love it. Well, it's time to announce that winner. Could I have the envelope, please? All right, here we go. The winner of the BYOB Fans Choice Award Season 2 is... I'll tell you who it is. It's Barbara Chege. Come up here. Oh my goodness, congratulations, my dear. And of course, that means that the audience back home loved watching you. And that's big validation for you. I know you've had a rough time, ups and downs. What would you like to say to everyone who voted for you and is watching right now?
Thank you, Grandma. Thank you to everyone who believed in me and voted for me. I think I entertained you enough. Yeah, the bids are cool. This is a boost for my business. And yes, let's get started. Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Charles. And we are going to take a short break, but when we come back, we unfortunately have to eliminate one of the finalists because we're going to announce the top 2 BYOB finalists. I hate to do this. I'm sorry. Nothing personal. It's just got to be done. Who will be the last 2 bosses in the finale? We'll find out after the break. And excitement in the air. Welcome back to the grand finale night of Blaze Be Your Own Boss, the Grit edition. Well, we've just announced Barbara as the winner of the Fans' Choice Award, and now we're getting closer to finding out who will win the biggest prize of the night. So I'm going to ask Sylvia Mulinge, Director of Consumer Business at Safaricom, and Jane Ogwayo of PKF, who's holding the envelope with the names of the 2 finalists, the top 2. This means it's the end of the road for one finalist tonight. Jane, can you confirm that all the results have been tabulated and verified by PKF?
I can confirm that all the results have been tabulated and verified by PKF.
Thank you very much. Sylvia, oh my gosh, what an exciting night. And it's been an amazing season. Why did you choose to dub this season the Grit edition?
First of all, GRIT stands for Greatness Requires Internal Toughness. And I think that statement alone just explains the reason why it's important in whatever journeys we are on in life. And I think especially these days, people are used to microwave success. And you think that you can wake up overnight and become a success. But I think what we've tried to do with this edition, and I really love the work that has been done by the mentors and the judges, is to actually show that to be able to be successful, you must have grit. And that grit is about perseverance, is about belief in yourself, is about rising up, not allowing your light to be dimmed, and just keep on going until you get to the end destination.
Well, all 3 of you have shown exactly that. Best of luck to you guys. Okay, let's do this. After the tabulation of scores from the BYOB and guest judges, the first person moving on with a chance to win 5 million shillings in cash and business support from Blaze by Safaricom is... It's Brian Rono! Congratulations! Okay, and then there were 2. Best of luck to both of you. The second finalist moving on with a chance to win 5 million shillings in cash and business support is... Okay, ladies. The name is... Monica Nyawera! Which means, unfortunately, it's the end of the journey for you, Daisy, but what an incredible journey that's been. Caroline, last words of advice for our dear Daisy here.
I said it earlier this evening, I'll say it again. You're on the brink of greatness. You are indeed a butterfly about to take off to an exciting new world. Go and get it. They're waiting for you.
All right.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Sylvia. And ladies and gentlemen, here are your top 2 finalists. Yes! Who will be the last boss standing between Rono and Monica? Ooh, we're about to find out right after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the grand finale of Blaze Be Your Own Boss, the Grit edition. And if you're just joining us, where have you been? But don't worry, we're just about to make the biggest announcement. You didn't miss it, the biggest announcement of the season. One of these 2 finalists next to me is about to have their lives changed forever. But who will it be? I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm having a little freak out here on stage. What are you guys feeling right now? What's going through your mind, Rono?
Since I came here, I've always wanted to do it. I've done it. Let it happen.
Okay. Confidence as always. I like. Monica?
It's very nerve-wracking, but it's just one step away, so let's wait and see.
All right, the judges, before we announce the winner, I'd like to engage each of you and your final thoughts on how these 2 have performed this season. I'll start with you, King Kaka.
Basically, mine is not only to you 2, but to all the contestants. You guys did an amazing job. I didn't expect that much from you. You've shown grit. Basically, you're the definition of this season, and I'm proud of all of you. Go out there and solve the world.
Fantastic. Caroline?
I'm as nervous as you are, and I don't even know why. But to all of you, you are the first among equals. You are the chosen ones. I said it when I first met you. I repeat it again tonight. To Rono and Monica, your pitches were fabulous. And I need to say this because they made sense, not just for me as a judge, but from a business standpoint and from what it means for you as a potato farmer, for food security and for animals. Gosh, good luck, but well done. Well done.
Okay, finally, Trusha?
I think I'm so proud of all of you guys. As I said, you guys came in as something else and you've come out, all of you transformed. And we have gotten the chance to learn from you guys. And we just want to wish you nothing but the best in the world out there.
All right. Proud. Well, on that note, I'd like to now invite our Safaricom representative, Sylvia Mulinge, back on stage, and PKF representative, Jane Ogwayo, who has the winner's envelope. Jane, can you confirm the results have been tabulated and verified by PKF?
I can confirm that this result has been confirmed and verified by PKF.
Thank you very much. Well, Sylvia, Safaricom has done an amazing job pushing the Blaze initiative. Why was it so important?
Because over 50% of Kenya's population is made up of young people. And we can't, as a company, have a vision of transforming lives if you're not connecting with the young people. And therefore, we went out, we connected with them, asked them what were their challenges, what are the things that were keeping them awake at night. And all of them say they wanted to be successful. But in today's world, success comes in very unconventional ways. We can't be engineers, lawyers, in all the white-collar jobs because they're not enough. Mm-hmm. And therefore, we sought to celebrate and inspire them on all the different talents that they have. Mm-hmm. And that's why you can see the different kinds of talents that are represented here on the show tonight.
And have you been convinced by the contestants' grit this season?
I have been impressed by their grit. When I look at the stories of people like Daisy, who have come from very difficult backgrounds and made it to this season, beaten over 1,200 other people to make it here, it means that she did not allow her past to hold her back. When I look at Omoke, who was thrown out of university and then took up organic farming, and he became so good at it, put up a blog, and was able to convince the judges that he earned a place in this show, it means that they have the right characteristics that will make them successful.
Thank you very much. And now, for the moment we have all been waiting for. Here we go. There can only be one winner, guys. Best of luck. All right. The winner of Blaze, Be Your Own Boss, the Grit Edition, is... Okay, guys, keep your fingers crossed. Say your final prayers. This is it. I'm about to pull it out. The winner is Brian Rono! Oh, congratulations. Okay, let me get hold of Brian a second here. Brian, come here. Oh, there you go. Yes, Sylvia. Give him his grand prize. Oh, we have to get her in here as well. Rono's family.
Just come, pizza.
And she brought her markers in case the show was boring. She's like, I'll just do some coloring. But Rono, what's going through your mind right now? Congratulations.
Oh,
I love it. Rono, tell us, what are you feeling right now?
It's always what I've wanted to do. And right now I feel there's so much responsibility on me because I have to deliver. I don't want to disappoint you guys coming 1 year saying Brian didn't do well, we made the wrong choice. I want to prove to the youth that it can be done, and yes, it will be done.
Yes, we can. Well, what a wonderful season we've had, topped off with a glorious night for Rono. Will it be you next season standing on this very stage? It could be. Just log on to the Blaze website at www.blaze.co.ke to find out more about Blaze. Be your own boss. And once again, congratulations to Brian Rono. And a big thank you to you at home watching us, to the audience. Thank you very much for being a part of it. And of course, from all of us, the contestants, the judges, the crew, it's good night and goodbye. See you next year.